Three thugs who kidnapped and assaulted an innocent man after mistaking him for a drug dealer have been jailed. Faisal Fareed, Faizaan Fareed and Nicholas Shaw attacked the victim, a man in his 40s, as he returned home from work in Darwen, Lancashire. As the victim approached his home, he was suddenly attacked by the armed men who threw him into the back seat of a car. The kidnappers started threatening the man with knives as they fled the scene and accused him of being an Albanian drug dealer. They stabbed him repeatedly and continued the assault, even after learning he was not Albanian and not a drug dealer. He was then driven to a location in Blackburn where he was assaulted again, before the gang abandoned him inside the car. The man eventually managed to notify police of his condition and he was rushed to hospital, where he was treated for 14 stab wounds and a collapsed lung. Detectives launched an investigation and later identified the culprits using forensic and telephone evidence. The three men were arrested and pleaded guilty to the offences in court. Faisal Fareed, 23, from Lawrence Street in Blackburn, was jailed for 11 years for conspiracy to kidnap, affray, assault and conspiracy to supply drugs. Faizaan Fareed, 26, also from Lawrence Street in Blackburn, was handed a 10-year sentence, while Nicholas Shaw, 45, from Medina Close, Accrington, was jailed for 6 years. Detective Constable Rachel Nora said. Both Fareeds and Shaw launched an ill-conceived plot to attack and torture the victim, believing he was an Albanian drug dealer. He was neither Albanian nor a drug dealer. Despite him being in a serious condition, bleeding heavily, as well as knowing they had got the wrong man, the attackers continued to use their knives, pressing them into his chest and legs. He believed he was going to die. The men took the victim's keys believing they would give them access to a closed public house, however, when they realized this was not the case, they drove off with the victim still in the car, all the time threatening him. Eventually, after seeing police, they drove to Blackburn and after an hour left him in the car, not caring if he died. This was an absolutely horrendous attack which left the victim seriously injured. The damage inflicted on him has been long-lasting.